This is the place, but the passage splits. You try the door on the left, I will go right.
Easy.
I don't mind undead. They don't complain like the living.
Choosing to remain still. No remorse.
There you are. Follow the tracks. The passage opens into a cavern up ahead.
That's it. Are you hurt?
I did not expect an underground river. Let us see what is on that barge. I can taste the river. It runs east under the mountains. It must pass through the writhing wall, or beneath it. The worm cult sends a sarcophagus to the other side of solstice. We should take a closer look. I know that likeness, Manimarco. These are his remains. Nothing good can come from letting this sarcophagus reach worm blood.
You dare disturb the King of Worms? Gutter, smash them!
Look out! Zeus! Tharanor's monster knocked us into the river. Come, we need to discuss what we found here. It is not often I find a current I cannot master, but today the river proved stronger than I was. At least we found out what the worm cult's important shipment was. The mortal remains of Manamarco, the king of worms. Is it not obvious? They seek to bring their leader, Manamarco, back from the dead. A necromancer of wormblood status is certainly powerful enough for the task. The Soul Reapers, the Writhing Wall. He wields necromancy unlike anything seen before. Manamarco planned to elevate himself to become the god of death. I imagine he would resume that journey. Still, I thought Molag Bal had a claim on his soul. Recalling Manamarco from Cold Harbor should not be possible. If that is what Wormblood needs to unlock the gates of Cold Harbor and return Manamarco to Nirn, we must discover what it is and make sure he does not acquire it. What kind of a gift is death, anyway? Return to Prince Azar and see if our allies have news of Wormblood. Beating him to whatever prize he seeks is even more important than we thought. Do you see that eddy in the pool? That is the way out. I will see you in Sunboard.
Over here, mercenary.
Comrade, tell me quickly, did you find the passages beneath? And did you discover what was so important down there? And what of Walks and Ash? Did something happen to the Pact representative? Manamarco's remains. Surely the worm cult cannot want to bring back the King of Worms. Yet what else would they do with his corpse? You return with grim news indeed, comrade. What about Faranor or Wormblood? Were they there too? The fortunes of battle can be fickle. Even if Faranor escaped justice, you at least returned with information. Now we know the worm cult has Manamarco's corpse. We must endeavor to foil their plans. Meanwhile, Gabrielle may have learned something.
It's strange. Vanis's staff is definitely pulling me somewhere. I think... Vanis, where are you?
Almost. This is no good. Gabrielle, I have much to tell you. Bring my staff to Lizal. The wall is thin there. I'm in a worm cult prison. Listen, Wormblood is looking for a Sithis shrine in Solstice. I think he... A relic called... Gift of... Damn, I can't...
I think I know what we need to do. Friend, let's talk. I knew this staff of Vanus's was trying to tell me something. He made sure to leave it behind for me when the worm cult captured him at the Earth Forge. He knew we were going to need it. The message wasn't terribly clear, was it? He said he was still a prisoner, but I don't think he was calling for help. I think Vanus wants to warn us about something. He was trying to tell us how to make it easier for him to reach us. Vanus Galarian is one of the most powerful mages alive. I'm not surprised he maintains a mental connection with the staff he made with his own hands. And this wouldn't be the first time he allowed himself to be captured to get close to his enemies. Vanus has likely seen things we have not, but we have information he needs to know too. For example, your discovery of Manamarco's sarcophagus. Slowly but surely, we're bringing the worm cult's plots to light. Thank you, friend. I've been wondering why Vanus Galarian's staff is pulling me here and there around Solstice. Now that Vanus managed to send a message, I finally know why. I think he's on the other side of the writhing wall. That's what we thought. But Vanus mentioned a thin spot in the wall at Lizal Pass. If the wall impedes his ability to communicate with us, that must be because he's on the other side of it. Take the staff to Lizal Pass and re-establish contact with Vanus. He may need our help, or we may need his. I think he wanted to warn us about something Wormblood is planning. We need to find out what that is and stop it. Will you go with me? Regent Corinway said Lizal Pass is located in the mountains north of Sunport. Meet me there. The sooner we can speak to Vanus again, the better. We'll leave Prince Azah and the others to figure out which shrine Wormblood is interested in.
Excellent work. Now that you have an idea of what we do here, I can offer you more specific challenges. The Circle of Champions is always...
Of oblivion stand open.
Not so close, Patches. I wouldn't want you to come down with this scourge, too.
The Reapers must be destroyed! Careful. That one looks dangerous.
It's all uphill from here. We're too close. Not much of a pass, is it? If I'm not mistaken, this cave leads to a path through the mountains. More of a goat track, really. Be ready for some climbing. We'll probably have to do this the hard way. Grapple bows. Never used one? They're fun. Since the writhing well interferes with portal magic and we're going to get very close, I won't be able to use spells. So I brought the bows to help us climb. I hope we won't have to use them, but here you go.
Attack!
Clearly the worm cult is here, and having some trouble with the local wildlife. See that post above the red flowers? It would be a good place to use a grapple bow.
You're gonna just fast travel with it.
I wish Svanis could live. Looks like a promising spot. Be ready.
Victory is cruel.
Maintain our connection.
Pain is worse.
Speak with Vanis, friend.
So you're
I'll
helping?
maintain a
I'm
connection
in
as long
solstice.
as I can.
So you're helping Gabrielle? Good. I hope she still had my staff, but I wasn't sure my previous messages got through. We must be swift. The permanence of the wall fluctuates, and I can be cut off at any time. Where are you now? I'm in Solstice as well, on the other side of the writhing wall from you. The worm cult brought me here from Cold Harbor, and they brought Cold Harbor here as well. Wormblood is attempting a new plane meld, in reverse. Like Molag Ball's dark anchors, but in reverse. Instead of dragging our world into Cold Harbor, he's bringing Cold Harbor into Nuremberg. The eastern side of Solstice is already changing. You can't, not while the wall still stands. I have some help in here, but my ally convinced me it's impossible for now. The writhing wall is an insuperable barrier, thin spots such as Lizal notwithstanding. I need you to...
Father, I see what Vanis meant by permanence. The thickness of the wall. We need to find another weak point. More cliffs. Look for grappling points to traverse these ruins. This is proving to be as... Vanis is right about Cold Harbor. I can see elements of that foul place all around us. Here. The wall is thin here.
I'm here. Curse the luck. I sense that the writhing wall fluctuates at random, but I assumed we'd have more time. Thin points appear and disappear without warning. How far has the Wormcult's reverse plane melt progressed on your side of the wall? Daedra. That's worrisome, but not unexpected. If you aren't surrounded by lakes of azure plasm or looking up at floating islets of rock, then things haven't gone too far yet. We still have a little time to stop the worm cult. I'm not sure yet, but an army of necromancers and Daedra is massing in eastern Solstice. Clever of Wormblood, really. If he gathered his forces anywhere in Tamriel, we would have noticed. But a cursed island in the writhing wall blinded us. Unlikely. Wormblood controls a terrible source of power on my side. Something that consumes souls. The worm cult soul reapers feed this thing. In turn, it empowers the writhing wall. Great effort. But to what?
Cut off again! We must find another place where we can speak with Vanis.
Sheath your weapons. The battle is won.
I will not lose Vanis. Look! Up the steps! Another weak point!
Hurry, friend. My captors have finally figured out I'm up to something in here. Listen closely. Wormblood seeks a relic called the Gift of Death. My source tells me it's hidden in a place called Voska's Shrine. He must not acquire it. It's part of a Tibahatse court, sacred to Sithis. My ally here tells me it's in the hills southwest of Sunport. The Solstice Argonians used to play a ritual game there. A bloody one. As for why Wormblood wants the gift of death, I'm not sure. The Worm Cult brought Manamarco here. Now that explains much. Wormblood must believe this gift of death can resurrect his old master. It's up to you then. Stop Wormblood from obtaining the relic. If he... Damn it. Here come my captors.
I lost Vanus. We were lucky to learn as much as we did. I hope Vanus is alright. I don't like the way that last conversation ended. For that matter, I don't like what he told us. The worm cult gathering strength behind the writhing wall, and a new plane meld? That's terrible. I don't think so. Vanus mentioned a source of power. Still, we had to invade Cold Harbor to stop the plane meld before. Good people lost. Dead. I've missed Dear Darien ever since. Now Wormblood is bringing it back? And Manamarco too? You're right, of course. We don't know if Wormblood is close to his goal. So you'd better head to the Tibahatse Shrine. Find the Gift of Death before he gets there. Or at least delay him. I'll return to Sunport and warn the Fellowship. Good luck at Voska Shrine. I'll make sure Princess Ah sends help just in case you run into Wormblood too. It hardly seems fair. So many gave so much to stop the worm cult last time. Like Darien. Now they're back. So what did Darien die for? Memory's a bittersweet thing. When I think of Darien's smile, his laugh, I can't help but remember what it felt like to be with him, how I felt about him, and that makes me miss him even more. I suppose I can admit it. Darien was more than a friend. It started as a game. I pretended I was scandalized by his endless flirting. He pretended he wasn't serious. I wish I had said something about how I really felt, but I think he knew.
Let's hit the trail. partner.
Five Claw! Over here! Raz poked around several old Argonian ruins before returning to Sunport empty-handed. He never thought to visit an ancient ball court until Gabrielle showed up and sent him here. With great urgency, one might add. Imagine his surprise. If you consider High Necromancer Wormblood to be unusual, then yes. He arrived just before you, and he brought friends. They entered the old ball court just ahead. Raz wondered if they came to play a game, but no one invited him to join in. But it would be so rude to show up without an invitation, Five Claw. Think of all the worm cultists we would have to apologize to, with our blades. What exactly is Wormblood looking for again? If Wormblood is here, Vanus must have a knowledgeable source indeed. This one heard Wormblood tell his minions to seek the ball court's ritual altar to the north. Time for Five Claw and the Queen's Eye to save the day, yes? Look at the seating tiers. The cards. Raj had no idea Tiba Hudson was so important.
Huzzah!
Look, Five Claw. Wormblood is
Fellowship of
This is our
fools.
chance.
To me, faithful of the Black Worm, destroy these interlopers. Kill them already. Even failures can serve me in death. I have a better use for these wretched. Enough.
This one senses danger. Quick, Five Claw. Hide behind the pillar.
You are a more worthy opponent than I expected.
Come and take us!
High Tower. I reclaim my power from these flimsy vessels. I will consume your soul.
Take cover, Fight. Another dead bird. You begin to bore us, what is her?
Quiet, you fools.
At last. Take the relic, Five Claw, and let us be on our way. Raz does not like the feel of this place. Dark moods. He's coming back to life. It is foolish to fight a foe who cannot die. Destroy the column. Bring down the shrine. Raz will pin Wormblood to the floor. Get the gift of death back to Sunport. Raz will be fine.
Let's ride.
Gabrielle recounted what you learned from Vaunus Galerion. Dire tidings indeed. Was he right about the sacred Tiba Hatse court? Was Wormblood there? Did you find the gift of death? Excellent news, I think. We still don't know exactly why the Worm Cult needs the gift of death to restore Manamarco, if that is indeed their intention, but at least the Worm Cult doesn't have it. What happened with Wormblood? Immediate resurrection? What kind of power is he able to call upon? Only legendary necromancers or a few fated heroes can do that. If Wormblood can't die, how did you and Razumdar defeat him? You did well to keep the gift of death from Wormblood. Better yet, you found a way to speak with Vaunus Galerion. Knowledge is a mighty weapon in this war of secrets. Now we know what awaits us behind the writhing wall. I thank you, comrade. The Fellowship faces difficult decisions.
It takes more than a falling
Let us
building
talk,
to send
comrade.
this one to the sands behind the stars. Defeating Wormblood may be difficult if he won't stay dead. Speak with Prince Azar, Five Claw. Perhaps he has a clever plan. Actually, Raz would accept a plan of any kind at this point.
While you were searching Vosga Shrine, Gabrielle told me of your communication with Vaunus Galerion. Soul Reapers feeding the writhing wall? A new plane meld? The situation on Solstice is worse than I thought. But I might have an idea. Thanks to you, we now have something Wormblood wants, the gift of death. As long as we hold it, his plans remain unfulfilled. Returning Manamarco to life, expanding the writhing wall, whatever he needs it for. That gives us a degree of influence. Wormblood needs the gift, and we have it. We can use that to lead him to a spot of our choosing. This provides us one advantage. An advantage I believe we must seize with all due haste. Will you help me turn the gift of death against the Worm Cult? We have the relic Wormblood seeks. What do we do with it?
He has Manamarco's body. We cannot allow Wormblood to bring him back.
We have something else, too. Raz snatched this key from Wormblood during our struggle.
A key? Let me see that. Aha! Why am I not surprised Raz went through Wormblood's pockets? I recognize the crest on this key. I noticed it on a crypt by a ruined estate. Coralania Manor, if I'm not mistaken. I passed by the place when I first arrived on Solstice. Not at the time. It's a rather impressive mausoleum of ancient High Elf architecture, centuries old. I imagine some of Regent Corinway's ancestors are laid to rest there. I think you'd better look into it. One can't take on necromancers without poking around in a tomb or two. Take the key and investigate Coralania Crypt. Find out why Wormblood was interested in the place. In the meantime, I'll take a closer look at the Gift of Death. Coralania Crypt lies south of Sunport. Take someone along to help you. Scordo should do. And be careful, friend. The ancient Coralanias were necromancers too. The worm cult might not be the only danger in that tomb. Necromancers are always interested in the dead, friend. But Wormblood's orders to Farinor mentioned that he was looking for the Gift of Death's location. My guess is that he went to Coralania Crypt in search of information. Possibly. But the place could still be dangerous. You might run into spirits disturbed by worm cult activity. Some necromancers take care not to anger the dead with their rituals. Not the worm cult.
I'll meet you at the crypt, pal. We'll find whatever it is we're supposed to find there. Hey, pal. I haven't gone in yet, but it looks like someone's been...
Today is ours. Will be ours. We need to keep moving.
Downstairs, pal. Think we found something. And it don't look good.
Be gone! I have nothing more to say to you, necromancer.
Someone in that tomb's been talking to Wormblood. Disable that barrier and we might learn something. Careful there. They weren't fooling around.
I am here, curse you! What else do you... Wait... You are not Wormblood. Is this some new ruse? A trick to win my confidence after Wormblood drew my soul from the afterlife and compelled me to speak? I will tell you no more than I told your master. Unless... wait... You are no follower of the Black Worm. Yes, he bound me with this crystal and tormented me, questioning me about the location of a relic from ancient times. Glorious times. The gift of death. Stolen long ago, yet I found it. Alas, Wormblood wrested the secret from me. The gift of death can recall to life any departed soul, at the cost of a willing sacrifice. A life for a life. Whom Wormblood would bring back or sacrifice, I do not know. But the gift is also the key to great power. There is a secret place in Eastern Solstice. Wormblood found it and draws upon its power. That is why his necromancy is so strong. Yet with the gift of death, he could unlock its full might. Now, I must ask a favor of you. You make a good point. Very well. It is called Mor Naril. An ancient temple Molag Bal's servants built to harvest souls departing the mortal plane. The forces of light defeated Mor Naril and silenced its heart. But the gift could wake it. Wormblood left a focus in this chamber, the ghost-welled crystal before you. It pins me in this plane, and allowed him to project himself here when he wished to question me. Take it with you when you go, and I will be free! Peace once again.
Gabrielle's going to want to see that crystal. She's probably holed up in the Regent's study with the gift of death.
Strange. What realm of revelry is this? You there? What pleasures are hidden here?
I command
send you to tell me all about this realm's hidden pleasures. I desire to experience the many wonders of Sanguine's realms of revelry, and I will not take no for an answer.
May the luminance of Meridia bless you and keep you forever in its light.
There you are. Scordo told me a little about the crypt. Let's compare notes. I examined the Gift of Death, and I must say I've never seen anything quite like it. It's Daedric in origin, that much is clear. Now what exactly did you learn in the crypt? I suspected something like that. No Daedric gift comes without a price. Given the Worm Cult's efforts to bring Manamarco's remains here to Solstice, I think we know whom they intend to bring back. What else did you learn? That explains much. Why the Worm Cult came to Solstice, where the Reapers send stolen souls, how they raise the Writhing Wall, sever that connection, and we can defeat Wormblood. The blessed bell we found at Meridia's temple could do it. By sending him to the Colored Rooms, Wormblood would be vulnerable in Meridia's realm. Prince Azaz suggested using the Gift of Death as bait. Now I know where we need Wormblood to be. The old temple courtyard. But how do we reach him? Perfect. I can reverse the connection to summon his projection. Place the crystal over there. We need a plausible bargain. Offer Wormblood the Gift of Death for Vana Scalarian. Insist on meeting in the temple courtyard for the exchange.
I hoped the gift might serve as bait. I just wasn't sure what kind of trap we needed. Go on, comrade.
Place your crystal there, and let's see if we can reach Wormblood.
You again? This is an unwelcome surprise.
Dug your way out? Pity. This one hoped you were still squashed under a building.
Charming. What can I do for the so-called Stirk Fellowship? I left that projection crystal in a Coralania crypt. A mistake, perhaps. No doubt Arveril told you about our conversations. And the Gift of Death. I see little point in bargaining. You know my power. It is only a matter of time before I take the Gift of Death. But I'll play along. What do you expect me to offer in trade? Interesting. I am not so impressed by the Archmage as you appear to be. But very well. Bring the Gift of Death to the Writhing Wall. My servants will bring you across. I will be waiting for you with Galarian. You have some deception in mind. Whatever it is, it will not avail you. Bring the gift to the old temple then. If you deal falsely with me, my forces will slaughter everyone within Sunport's walls. Do you understand? It is arranged. Do not keep me waiting.
We won't. Well done, friend. That was rather exhausting. Anyway, nicely done. I wasn't sure Wormblood would agree to meet on our terms, but you convinced him. You should head to Broken Light Courtyard. I'll finalize plans with Prince Azah and meet you there. We'll gather all the forces we can, but we must make haste. We have to set our trap and conceal it before Wormblood arrives. He will certainly be on his guard, which means you must be ready for a fight.
This is the result of your own impatience, Vanessa.
Now here's a sight. What do you make of this? Go aid me, Lady Meridia. Help me find what
Nothing here. I need to get in. Traveler, please, join my expedition. We're almost ready, friend. Prince Azah will tell you how you can help.
Stop fussing over
Any
the
sign
bell.
of Wormblood yet?
It is fine.
No? I suspect he is not far off. Let us hope he does not detect Gabrielle's preparations. Which reminds me, you have a special place in our plan. You're the linchpin of our plan. We restored the temple bell and put it in place above the gate. Strike it at the right moment, and it will create a powerful pulse of Meridia's light. Gabrielle will use that to trap Wormblood. Strike the bell when Gabrielle begins to cast. That will send the courtyard and everyone in it to the colored rooms. We must protect each other in there. I'll guard Gabrielle. Speak with the representatives and choose one to team up with. There is a mallet on the landing above. Choose a champion to stand with you and take it when you get into position. If Wormblood surprises us with some unexpected trick, you may need a stout comrade at your side. Gabrielle tells me you found her in this courtyard when you first arrived in Solstice. Vaughn's Galarian staff drew her to this old temple. It reminded her that Meridia could be a powerful ally against the Worm Cult. An old scroll described how Meridia's followers used the bell to visit the colored rooms. Striking the bell opens the way to Meridia's realm. Gabrielle will modify that, however. When you ring the bell, her spell will give Wormblood a push.
Can't believe I'm doing this again. What am I thinking? Strolling into some Daedric realm to chase damned necromancers. Well, here's hoping the colored rooms is nicer than Cold Harbor. Hated that. Can't believe I'm doing. Not a bad idea. You know what I can do, and I've been through this sort of thing before. The most important thing is to know you've got someone to guard your back. Stick together. That's how we get through this. Oh yeah, I'm a real sentimental guy. You have to cherish these heartfelt moments together, right before you slaughter a whole bunch of stinking worm cultists. But seriously, pal, You want my help? You got it. Just say the word. Great! I'm right behind you, pal.
I'm ready. Get into position, friend. Wormblood should arrive at any moment.
I am here, and I brought Galarian.
It appears you brought some friends, too.
I will honor our agreement if you hand over the gift of death.
I'll get it for you. Right now!
Colored rooms! It worked!
Over here, Five Claw. We made it through.
The spell scattered worm cultists in all directions. Be careful.
Find Wormblood. He's in here somewhere.
What trickery is this? Order of the Black Worm, to arms.
Listen! Wormblood is here!
Summon the sarcophagus.
We shall begin the ritual.
The plan worked. Now we just need to find a flesh astronaut. There is work to be sure. Up by that wall! It's Vonus Galarian!
I need help! Gabrielle? Where are you?
Vonus, we're here. You're safe now. You're not Vonus.
So easily fooled. A poison blade for you, dear Gabrielle. I'll take the gift of death now.
No, traitor. You won't! Asa.
Gabrielle! No!
Friend, I'm dying. I need you to do as I ask. Use the gift of death on me. We need to make... This isn't the way I hoped things would go. Faranor's blade saw to that. But we have one more chance to defeat Wormblood. Stop him from bringing back Manamarco. You have to use the gift of death on me. No time. We know the gift of death requires a willing sacrifice. A soul for a soul. I'm willing. Hurry, friend. This is the only way to deny Wormblood the gift of death. I knew you'd understand. I'm dying anyway. And we can't let Wormblood use the gift to bring back Manamarco. Thank you, friend. I knew I could count on you.
What have those fools done to the gift? Continue the ritual.
Very. They need you.
Gabrielle? Wait, Gabrielle?
Gabrielle sacrificed herself for me? Wait. This relic. It's a light of Meridia.
No! The gift is mine! Rise, Lord Monomarco! Rise!
The worm cult? That's why Gabrielle called me back? Alright, grab the light. Meridia, lend me your strength. You owe me. The ritual has reached a crucial stage. Make sure I am
the
not
King of
interrupted.
Worms is back! You've already lost!
I am not the vessel! No!
Your body is mine now, Wormblood. Monomarco lives.
Come on, let's stop this bastard. Again.
Paranor, protect me while I restore my power. These Reapers should serve.
You fools! The King of Worms is back! You've already lost! No! Oh, you'll pay for that!
Paranor has fallen. No matter. My strength returns.
Here, the relic, the light of Meridia. Trust me, use it on the worm cult's device.
Curse you! What have you done?
Meridia's champion has put an end to this madness.
Bah! You deny Monomarco at your own peril. When next we meet, you will pay for every insult, past and present.
Good riddance. Now, can someone tell me what exactly is going on here? I had a feeling those necromantic devices couldn't stand up to a light of Meridia. What did Monomarco call them? Soul Reapers? Anyway, bet you're surprised to see me. Guess I am too. Gabrielle was here, but she's gone. What's going on? I don't understand. I was Meridia's weapon. Spent my life fighting Molag Bal and the Worm Cult. I'd gladly do it again. But I never would have wanted Gabrielle to give up her life for mine. Why did she do this? I see. That sounds like something Gabrielle would do. The gift of death. It was a corrupted light of Meridia. When you called upon it here in this realm, you purified it, restored it to its true form. But what was that about Wormblood? That's why he took off. Without his own body, Monomarco will need time to restore himself to his full power. But if he has more of those Soul Reapers, he won't have any shortage of power to pull from. At least we have a restored light of Meridia. I just knew. Here, I'll carry the light. Meridia and her gifts can be dangerous. Monomarco's spirit possessed that cultist, so I know we've got problems. If Gabrielle wanted me to help, I'm in. Let's get out of here. It isn't as safe as you think.
Vanis Galerian's staff is safe with me. I did not think we should leave it behind.
Thank you for the light, Sir Darian. Gabrielle left notes that may prove useful. Mermal is working on them now.
Brave Gabrielle. May her toes be forever warmed by the golden sands.
Over here, comrade. We have much to discuss. Even though Manamarco has returned and escaped in the body of Wormblood, I consider this a victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice denied him the gift of death, and gave us a weapon against the writhing wall. And we should remember that help is on the way. We were but a vanguard. Our soldiers held the line and prepared the way for a mightier army to come. The forces of the three alliances. The representatives all agreed that the threat is indeed dire and sent word to their leaders to send troops. As soon as the ships carrying them sail from Tamriel, yet numbers are but one step to our victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice brought us a powerful ally in Darien Gautier and the Light of Meridia, a mighty weapon against the Worm Cult's darkness. You saw what the Light did to the Cult's Soul Reapers. It freed the stolen soul energy in the blink of an eye and shattered the devices. Manamarco was forced to retreat. The writhing wall consists of soul energy too, so our next step is clear. We must try. Vaunus Galarian, the Worm Cult's new plane meld, Manamarco himself, they are on the other side of the wall. You and Gabrielle gave us a way to breach it. All that remains is to make ready our assault. Thank you, my friend. This is the day we've been working toward, my friend. With reinforcements from the three alliances here on Solstice, the Sturk Fellowship is now an army. It's time to destroy the writhing wall and put an end to the Worm Cult schemes. We know the Light of Meridia can disrupt the necrotic energy in Worm Cult Soul Reapers. Well, the writhing wall is nothing but necrotic energy. Our Sunport allies designed a lens to focus the light on the wall, but they worry it might not be enough. The Worm Cult can reinforce the wall, shore up weak points. They did it when Vaunus tried to contact us. So check on the progress of the Meridian lens. Speak with Mermal. To defeat the cult, the writhing wall must fall. Will you help us, comrade? You'll find the camp just south of Sunport. Mermal is supervising the deployment of the Meridian lens atop the old stone plinth in the center of the camp. He can use your help.
Good to see you, champion. I must say, the Meridian lens is truly a wonder. Its ability to unbind souls frozen by necromancy is incredible. Each soul we free adds to the power of the lens, yet the writhing wall still stands. We can strengthen... Good to see... The writhing wall is stubborn. The harder we push, the faster it seems to repair the damage we cause. I suspect the Worm Cult is actively reinforcing the wall against our attack. We can strengthen the Light of Meridia by fueling it with vitrified souls, necrotic crystals that power Worm Cult devices. Each soul adds strength to the lens as we release it from a crystal. Help Orin Glenuvon and get us more vitrified souls. Gabrielle theorized that the writhing wall must have anchor points that could be disrupted. She died before she could locate any, but she left her notes in the Regent's study.
The Fellowship calls for your aid.
Hey, friend. Looks like Gabrielle was busy in here. Glad you're here, friend. I don't know many people on this island all that well, other than you and Scordo. The Regent said Gabrielle worked in here. I'm looking for something to explain what she did. Why she... you know. What brings you here? That was Gabi, all right. A theory for everything. It's all a bit over my head. Something about anchors, like you said. I wish she was here to explain it better. Or just hear it all, really. Gabrielle always did see the best in me. The funny thing is, we never talked much about it. She liked to say she was too busy for my nonsense. But I don't know if she meant it. I wonder... Well, enough about that. What's next, friend? Right. Her journal's over there. Oh, and I found some research notes hidden in a desk. I had no idea Gabrielle was that sneaky. She must have decided she had to be more careful after Faranor's treachery. Anyway, it's all on the table. Gabrielle always was sort of messy, leaving books and papers all over the place. Take a look at her journal and research notes. I tried, but they're full of theories and fancy words I don't quite understand. You say that like I've been gone for a while, but I don't feel like it's been long at all. When I stepped out of the light into the colored rooms, it felt like waking up from a nap, maybe. Where did you see me last? Huh. It's coming back to me now. The labyrinth, the guardian of the gate. Just thinking about the endless stair makes my legs ache. That was all pretty terrible, wasn't it? But I'm glad we were able to finish the job. Right. Gabrielle wanted to stay behind and buy some time for everyone. I wouldn't let her stay by herself. The Daedra kept coming. And then I knew it was time for me to go. The light was telling me what to do. I don't really know. The light kind of took over, like I just melted away and all that was left was the light. It didn't hurt or anything. It was peaceful. I don't remember anything after that until Gabrielle called me back. Well, yes. I didn't realize how much my friends missed me. You and me, we had some real adventures together. It's hard how things worked out for Gabrielle, but I'm looking forward to whatever trouble the two of us are going to get into next. Fluctuations? Anchor points? Are you as confused as I am? Gabrielle's notes mention a couple of specific locations she wanted to look at. See? Complicated, right? Sometimes Gabrielle forgot that most people need arcane stuff explained in very short words. At least, I do. Or metaphors. I get metaphors. Usually. Anyway, what do you think? Distortions. Let me see. So, whatever's at these anchor points must be directing necrotic energy into the wall. Like a sluice carrying water downhill. We just need to follow the sluice back to its source. Hey, a metaphor! We've got what we need. Gabrielle thought there would be something to find east of Shelltide Village and at Lizal Pass. Whatever it is, I'll sense it if I get close enough. Don't ask me how it works. It's a Meridia thing. Source or sources?
What can I do for you? I'm listening. What's on your mind? I like that you're a listener. So many people like to hear themselves talk. What's on your mind? I'm listening. What's on your mind?
Sunport seems nice. I could spend an afternoon here, maybe enjoy a bottle of wine.
When we're done, that is.
Over here, mercenary.
I can't believe the worm cult raised a wall across the entire island. What are they trying to hide? The writhing wall is a little ominous when you get close. Go ahead, check it out. I'll look from back here. I sense something necromantic, all right. Let's see what it looks like. There, follow the chain into that portal. Looks like that binding energy flows from somewhere inside that cave. We should investigate. Those are some strange crystals. Maybe that anchor chain originates around here somewhere. Ah, a musty old mine. Why don't villains ever set up shop in a nice sunny field? There's that ghost chain again. Let's follow it. Another pungent smell of necromancy anywhere. We're getting close. There are the chains again. There's something up ahead. I'd say we found it. Destroy that shrine. Nice work. Now we need to find the other shrine.
Not so close, Patches. I wouldn't want you to come down to this gorge, too.
There you are. We can get a closer look at the wall here. There's another writhing distortion. Take a look and see if we can get it to reveal whatever it's hiding. Another chain and portal. We should see where this one leads. The chain disappeared. I
like to think fate puts us in dark
Please
places
take me.
because it's our job to
Why
be a
do
light
you
bearer.
choose such a desolate place?
Lots of big square crystals, but no binding point for those chains yet. Guess we need to go farther in. I think the chain comes from somewhere deeper in the cavern.
That's over with, I suppose.
Now that's a briny reek. Of course the worm cult hid something in the smelliest cave on the island. No sign of worm cult yet. Better keep looking. I see more of that strange energy in here.
I'm paralyzed. Don't think. Move.
do believe we are making progress. This is good news.
The Meridian Lens is making excellent progress against the Writhing Wall. Our mages burned a hole into its very foundations. Now we're seeing other signs of damage. Your handiwork, I assume. Excellent work! Scouts report a new fissure in the mountainside nearby, revealed by a landslide. Our mages think the Writhing Wall's growing instability triggered it. I need someone to see if we can use this fissure to reach eastern solstice, just south of the camp. I'll mark the location on your map. If this new passage leads all the way to the base of the wall, it may be possible to slip through there. Would you be willing to investigate? Thank you, comrade. I knew I could rely on you. But you should take an ally with you. I'll send Darian to meet you at this new fissure.
The fissure Prince Azar described is a sure sign that the Writhing Wall's fluctuations are growing more severe. Be careful. I imagine the worm cult will attempt to knit the wall back together before it totally unravels. The fissure Prince... The fissure Prince...
Hold on there, friend. If you're walking into a dark cave, you might want a light of Meridia with you. Daedric ruins. Were they? Look, down there. That's Manamarco, all right.
The Writhing Wall is weakening. We cannot let it fall.
Manamarco looked like he was busy, but I bet we'll have to deal with that Daedric monster.
Fight? Good.
We stopped that ritual, and there's nothing left to protect the Writhing Wall from the Meridian Lens.
That's the last of them. Attack!
That door up ahead. We're almost there.
I am not afraid of you.
Take out that Guardian. Then we can deal with Manamarco's ritual.
Deal with them while I repair the writhing wall.
Manamarco's shielding that altar. Hang on. I can take care of that.
Meridia's fool! You will all that silly mage bought with her life. You are a disappointing vessel for Meridia's light. You have my thanks. You delivered a light of Meridia into my hands, just when I needed one the most. The wall served its purpose. I am done here.
What did he do to me? I feel different. My father always said I was too confident for my own good. I thought Manamarco's necromancy would bounce off this golden armor like water off a duck's back. But he got his claws in me anyway. I didn't expect that. I can't feel the inner light. Ever since Meridia sent me against the planar vortex in Cold Harbor, it's been shining inside me. Like closing your eyes and feeling the sun on your shoulders wherever you go. I haven't felt mortal in a while. I don't really know what I am, but I think Manamarco injured that part of me. It took me years to figure out I had a light of Meridia inside me. Not a fancy crystal, maybe, but a light all the same. Manamarco just took it away. Looks to me like the writhing wall's ready to come down. I say we keep going. Head back to the Sunport camp and tell Prince Azad it's time to give it one more good push. Don't worry. I'll be right behind you. Just need a moment to rest.
There you are, comrade. Was the fissure near the writhing wall still where our scouts reported it? What did you and Darien find there? The writhing wall is fraying. This could be our chance. Our champions destroyed the wall's power source in the writhing fortress. One more attack from the Meridian lens might finish it. I'm glad you and Darien were up to the task. You encountered Manamarco again and got the better of him? I want to hear the rest of this tale. But we should strike before he finds another way to reinforce the writhing wall. Please, comrade, activate the Meridian lens one more time.
Now, fire the Meridian lens.
Yes, you did it! The writhing wall has fallen!
Ha! Those Tusken cultists got no place to hide now. Time for a fight!
Well said, Scordo. I have some thoughts on that too. A word, comrade?
So, end the stream here. We'll go on a different character, get into this point, and then restart the stream up. So it'll take me a little while. Figured since we got most of these 2 videos up to this point, I can actually go play on the other character, catch up, and then use my other character that I wanted to use. Not that this character isn't bad, but as you can tell, it doesn't hit as hard as some of my other ones. But I shall return.